You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
And good morning. It's 7 o'clock here as we get started on our Thursday morning. How's the morning going so far? Everybody doing good? It's got a little bit of a cooler feel to the air this morning than what we had yesterday morning. And that's, the side of the drier air that settled its way on in during the day yesterday. You probably noticed that yesterday evening. We had that nice, solid, cool feel to the air. Felt absolutely amazing yesterday. We actually had a nice, mild day. Pretty seasonable weather yesterday, and that's pretty much going to be the case throughout the day today as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the forecast and talk about the temperatures from yesterday. This is actually from yesterday. I don't know why it says Thursday, but yesterday we made it to 73 degrees in Knoxville, 70 in Crossville, 79 in Chattanooga, so that was a little bit above average, and 69 degrees in the Tri-Cities area, which was slightly below average. But again, the air began to dry out, and it brought us some nice, cool, comfortable weather yesterday evening. Sure hope you had a chance to get out and enjoy that. I guess Klingman's Dome's not working yet. It should come back soon. It says April through November. It is April. Hey, Purchase Knob has a gorgeous sunrise taking shape here to get the day started, so not a bad start there. We take you over to Look Rock and a gorgeous sunrise there as well. We have the clear sky, so a little bit of fog maybe forming in some locations. Newfound Gap is bright and sunny this morning, and we'll show you what it looks like. How about this view? This is an amazing view. If take a look at your screen here, look at the moon setting off into the western sky. That's my Fox Road Marina camera in West Knoxville. And is that just not gorgeous? Absolutely amazing moon. As the sun comes up on the eastern sky, the moon is setting in the western sky. Downtown Gatlinburg's doing fine this morning, and Orange Hat's not working this morning, but a live look also from the East Tennessee weather camera, and everything's playing out just fine so far. All right, temperatures this morning are trending colder. Actually, we're trending about 10 to 15 degrees colder than what we had yesterday morning. So when you look at the numbers and you want to step outside, we're currently in the 40s. So yeah, chillier start to the day for sure. Now let's check in on visibility. We don't have the low-grade clouds with us, but do we actually have some fog forming? Yeah, we do up near Bristol, Tri-Cities area, Johnson City. So something to keep in mind if you're joining us from there, or if you're going to be traveling up along Interstate 81. Here in the next short while, you'll probably run into a little bit of fog. I want to show you the big picture pattern here for just a moment of time. So we've got a big old low-pressure system that's swinging its way into Southern California. That low pressure is going to drive energy into the four corners, and that's going to develop a strong low pressure system on the lee side of the Rockies. That would be the eastern side of the Rockies, and as it does so, it's going to produce some strong to severe thunderstorms. So we do have that risk for severe weather across parts of the Great Plains today. Tomorrow, it shifts a little bit further to the east. So when you look at the actual prediction from the Storm Prediction Center, we've got a level 1, 2, and 3 risk. So tornadoes are likely from the panhandle of Texas all the way through Oklahoma and into central and western Kansas. That shifts its energy a little bit further to the east for the day tomorrow, but it pretty much stays there as we get into our Saturday and Sunday timeframe. So this is a cold front that's going to get locked up off to our west. Why? Because high pressure is going to be dominating the eastern seaboard, and that's going to help to warm us up. So when you look at our chances for rain, minimal at best as we get into the day tomorrow. Now, I'm going 20%. Most models have some very light rain. I mean, I'm talking like less than a quarter of an inch of rain. There's one or two models that show a little bit more intensity. So the idea is that we actually could see a little bit more rain, but right now I'm going 20%. We'll see what the afternoon model runs do. If I need to change that, I will definitely change that for sure. And then as we get into the weekend, everything's going to be doing just fine, but it's going to be doing better than fine. Now we'll have a few clouds with us on Saturday, but as we get into our Sunday, big ridge of high pressure dominates the weather pattern, and that's what's going to drive warm weather to our area. So your weather headlines here this morning to get the day started. And through the rest of the week, warmer with increasing high-level clouds throughout the day today. Warm front, not a cold front, but a warm front swings through tomorrow, and that's going to bring us increasing chances for some scattered showers. This weekend, we're talking warmer weather with more sunshine on Sunday than Saturday. Saturday is going to be a little bit more cloudy, but I think we'll see increasing sunshine Saturday, and then we'll be tracking another cold front as we head into next Tuesday. So we'll be definitely keeping you posted on how that all plays out. We're going to take a quick break from that forecast and talk about this this morning's sponsor for Wake Up with Witcher. It is East Tennessee Renovations. They're family-owned and operated residential remodeling company specializing in kitchen and bathroom renovations, but they also do back patios and decks. What you're looking at are some before and after photos, and they're amazing. They take pride in their communication and scheduling skills, cleanliness on the job, and they really want to make their goal with every project the most hassle-free and least impactful to you, your life, and your family, which is always important. You know how tough it is to just do our daily deeds. They're very passionate about accessibility. Actually, they are certified aging in place specialists, which means as we age, they can help you come into your house and give you ideas on what to do to make it a little bit more easy or efficient to move about your house. Give my friends at East Tennessee Renovations a call today at 865-233-3657. That's 865-233-3657, or visit them online at easttnrenovations.com. Like easttnweather.com, easttnrenovations.com if you're looking for a hassle-free kitchen, bathroom update here today. All right, moving right along with the forecast here for the day today. And again, we're going to continue to see those temperatures climb nicely. Just an FYI, for some reason, the chat is not working on the program. So I cannot see if you guys are chatting as of right now. I can go to Restream and actually see, but I'll get to work with the chat. But for some reason, it's not showing up on this platform right now. Not sure why. All right, one problem leads to another problem, doesn't it? We start off in the 40s, a bit on the cool side this morning. Have you stepped outside yet? It's like... The studio was hot this morning. Now, I've got a lot of equipment and computer equipment in here, so it was warm. I actually had to open... Well, I don't like to open the door in the middle of the night, but I actually turned on the AC for just a moment. Hey, by the way, lunchtime temperatures will be in the upper 60s today. Forecast highs, we're going sunny and 75. Like solid San Diego weather. Thanks to the drier air that's moved its way on in. Now, as we get to the afternoon and evening hours, we're going to start to see some high-level clouds, but it's going to be a great evening. If you have ball games tonight, outdoor events, maybe you want to do a nice little walk around the neighborhood after dinner. We like to do that. 70 degrees by 8 o'clock tonight. It's going to be nice. And have you noticed that, well, if you have kids, you're like trying to get the kids ready for bed. They're looking at you going, it's still light outside. Yeah, here we go on our way to the summer months when the sun doesn't even set till almost 9 o'clock at night. All right, let's pick up our future cast at 7 o'clock here tonight. Now, we're going to be tracking in increasing clouds. Here comes our scattered light rain showers. This model, I think, is showing quite a bit more rain, but when I show you actually what's going to reach the surface, you're like, oh, it's not that much. But again, I think a little bit more bark than bite, so to speak, but we are going to see this warm front push on through, and that's going to spark off some scattered showers. I don't think necessarily that we'll have any thunderstorm activity, and I don't necessarily know that we'll have a lot of rain. When you look at the rainfall totals through tomorrow night, I mean, we're talking about less than 1/10 of an inch across upper East Tennessee. Come down to the Central Valley, we could see anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/3 of an inch in some locations. But again, I don't think it's going to be adding up to that much. But I may up that 20% as we progress through the day today. So you make sure you check back in with the East Tennessee weather app. Whoa, what's going on here? Whoa, computer's freaking out. Help, what's going on? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your Friday. I don't know what just happened. We just had freak out mode. There's some gremlins in the studio. Morning lows on Friday are going to drop down into the 40s and 50s. That's going to be pretty nice because we're going to have the clouds in place. But again, we're going to have some showers. Tomorrow is going to be warm. We're going to still top out in the mid 70s, but it is going to be on the breezier side. So we are going to be tracking in some winds are going to be in about 10 to 15, 20 miles per hour. So just expect some breezy, maybe gusty conditions. And I think that's going to last through our Saturday as well. But as we get into Sunday, high pressure starts to dominate. Temperatures come up. But either way you look at it, this weekend's going to be fantastic with 70s and 80s. And we may continue that trend on into next week with temperatures topping out in the low 80s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And low temperatures should be trending above average. Average low is 51. We're going to be in the upper 50s to low 60s over the next 7 days. And it may continue all the way through the first week of May. There's May 1st through the 5th from the Climate Prediction Center predicting the possibility. These are probabilities, so the possibility of above average temperatures. And it may last all the way through May 9th or even further than that. So we'll see how it all plays out. Check in on the latest forecast each and every day with the East Tennessee Weather app. If you've not downloaded it yet, go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and search East TN Weather, all one word. All right. So we sure hope you have a great morning here this morning. Now, I do want to bring up some cameras here around town while we just chat. If I can do that. So let's see if I can do that. Because it's just a gorgeous start to the day. And again, I want to show you that Fox Road Marina camera. You see the moon off in the distance? Goodbye, moon. Have you read that book, Goodnight Moon? Have you ever read that book, Goodnight Moon? I like that book, actually. All right, so the chat on here on this platform is not working. I'm not quite sure why, but I can still get you. So there are other places. Let's see what everyone's saying here this morning. Good morning, Chris and Kimberly, and David Winters is joining us this morning. Good morning, Scott. Got Kay on here. Haven't seen Kay here for a few days. She says, good morning, have a great day. We got Len Cobble on here. Hopefully it's Cobble. Maybe it's Coble because there's not two B's. But Len's joining us. She says, good morning, Mike. And Debbie Hamilton also, good morning, all. A little foggy here in Townsend, she says. So if you're going to be traveling around Townsend, she says it's a little bit foggy this morning. It is a bit on the chillier side, but it's going to be turning out just to be a great day. Any big activities going on today? It's Thursday. It's Throwback Thursday. Any throwbacks that you want to talk about? Chris says, it's not often I like to see a full moon, but when I do, it's that one. That's just gorgeous. Isn't that just a beautiful view? Are you not getting me? Mel's saying something? You're getting me. I don't know what you're talking about, Mel. But if we're having issues again, I apologize. I think I'm just going to have to shut everything down this morning and kind of reconfigure and record and test and get things working the way they're supposed to be working. Jerry says, looks like the moon may have a ring around the bottom of it. Are those my eyes? Or are my eyes tore up? She says. Let's go back. Let me see. I don't know. It's setting off the distance. I don't think it has a ring around it, but I don't know. Maybe it does. No, I don't think it does. All right, here we go. Back to the chat. The moon is beautiful at 4:30, says AJ. Yeah, it was gorgeous. Did you happen to catch it last night too, as the moon rose in the eastern sky? Uh-oh. Donna says we've got some blackberries that are starting to bloom. Tom says, good morning, all. Running a little bit late. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well, he says. Ooh, Felicia says, looking forward to a nice gardening weekend. This is going to be a good weekend to garden. And I think, listen, we're heading into May. I think we're going to be okay. So if you've not planted yet and you've kind of been holding off to plant, you might be better off just to do it today. Yeah, Lee says, be careful. Ticks are out there. Already found one on me this morning, and we found one on our dog, Lee. And actually, we thought, at first we thought it was like, how the dogs are chipped in the back of the neck? Well, that's what we thought it was at first, just a little tiny thing. But then we went camping, and we were driving camping the other weekend, and we were like petting her, and I was like, what is that? A giant tick. It had been sitting on her for a long time and was just sucking away. This thing was massive, like the size of your fingernail. Not your thumb, but like maybe your pinky fingernail. It was quite large. So yes, it is tick season, and the cicadas are coming back. Are you a fan of the cicadas? Do you not like the cicadas? I actually do like that summertime sound at nighttime. It gets loud though, doesn't it? Like when you're camping or even in the neighborhoods, like if those cicadas start kicking and waking up and chirping, I mean, you walk outside for a nice evening walk, you're like, hello, hello. It's so loud. So loud. Oh no, Tom. Tom's fridge died. No bueno, Tom. Oh my goodness. It's always something. As a homeowner, just in life, it's always something. All right, my friends, grab your cup of coffee and enjoy it. We'll get back to the chat here in a second. Let's go to the holidays here this morning and see what amazing. There we go. Almost forgot the music. I don't even know if you can hear the music. All right. All right, this morning's national holidays they're working this morning, so there we go. The national holidays this morning are, get some good ones. National Hug a Plumber Day. National Hug a Plumber Day. Just don't hug him after he's done working. Hug him before he starts working. National DNA Day. It's National Teach Children to Save Day. This is, I like this one a lot, actually. We're big, listen, we may preach more that, it's like practice what you preach type of thing. We preach a lot, don't always practice it. We can do our best, right? We're only human. But I really think, and we were actually having this conversation with our neighbors. They were over last night. And how, I wish schools...
Alexander Graham Bell received a patent for an improvement in telegraphy.
Uh-oh. Do you have that sound on there?
As the
You do have that sound. Okay, we got that sound off there. Okay, I digress. I wish the school systems would teach our kids more life. Now that I have a kid in the school system, and knowing what they're doing and knowing what they're learning, and I know we've got to pass these TCAPs, and I know we've got standardized testing. I get that. But I just wish that we would be taught a little bit more about life. What am I talking about? Let's talk about, money, finances, saving, spending, tithing, if that's what you do, right? Let's talk about how you have to have money to be able to buy things, especially nowadays, because I think our kids, and I've talked about this before, but I think our kids, and we're probably guilty as charged, with Amazon and whatnot. It's just like, let's just swipe, just let's just order that. It'll be here in 2 to 5 days, be fine. And you're not paying attention to your money. So I tell my kids all the time, spend the cash, because they're less likely to spend the cash if they have the cash in their hands. We kind of do some Dave Ramsey stuff, but I think it's super important. The other things, the kids need to know about business, life, learning how to do life, because sometimes we get out of college and we're like, oh, now what do I do? Not just for career, but I was never really taught how to really do finances. And I think it's a huge thing. Anyways, today's National Teach Your Children to Save Day. Let's go back. And I don't know how to go back. So there's the go. All right. So I guess that's going to be about the extent of it. Let's go to the T-Dot cameras here for a second. Let's see if I can re-rack that. There we go. Got to re-rack it. It is National Zucchini Bread Day. Do love me some zucchini bread. Banana bread, zucchini bread. Zucchini bread's great. Toast it, put some butter on it. Solid, my friends, solid. National Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day. Mine had to go to school. Mine had to go to school. My wife's not working. Plus, the kids aren't allowed to where she works. So we got that, I guess. And it is National Telephone Day. Let's see what that one's about. I've not read this one yet. National Telephone Day. We observe National Telephone Day. Around the world, there are 9.82 billion mobile phones. And I don't know when this was written, so who knows if that's even increased. 9.82 billion phones. And while some predicted landline to be obsolete by 2020, there are still about 931 million landlines in the world. Let me ask this question this morning. Do you have a landline still at your house? Do you pay for a landline, or have you gotten all cell phones? We do not have a landline in our house. We got rid of that a long, long time ago. I was like, why am I going to pay for that? I have a cell phone. But some of us have, let's see. Says the correct answer to a trivia question like who invented the telephone is the name on the patent, actually. In this case, the whole world knows the answer is Alexander Graham Bell. Had the attorney been delayed by foul weather or poor planning, the answer may be a different name. Fascinating stuff right there. All right, let's go to the T-Dot cameras and check in on those roadways here this morning as we highlight it. And no major issues to speak of. We do have some slowdowns showing up right there at West Hills, Paper Mill area. So we'll take a look at that camera and see what the deal is. We got an incident on the side of the road. So the left lane is blocked. This would be the Eastbound lane on Interstate 40, right there at 40 in Weisgarber. The west lane is blocked, or the left lane is blocked, I should say. So everyone's going to have to get over. That's going to bog down traffic. Let's see how much it's bogged down traffic. Oh, there it is. There's that slowdown. Again, that's going to be the westbound lanes of Interstate 40. Let's see if it's all the way back past Paper Mill. No, but I love looking at other cameras and like saying, these people have no idea that they're getting ready to be slowed down or stopped. Just cruising along, enjoying your morning, and let's see if there's any incidences in Chattanooga, because we do broadcast for all of East Tennessee. No incidents in Chattanooga, and Tri-Cities is typically quiet as well. All right. So, do you like any of those questions? How about these national holidays? Do you think that kids should save more? Do you think the kids should learn more about life processes? Is that what we think? I gotta go back to the chat. I've got to go back to like a bunch of different things to see. Let's see. Taz Cable says, here comes blackberry winter. If the blackberries are blooming. It's not cold enough, though, Taz. Not cold enough. Are you traveling somewhere, Taz, today? Taz is a flight attendant. Known Taz for years, actually. Lee says the blackberries are blooming all over the golf course. That's pretty cool. Are you able to pick them at the golf course, Lee? We've got blueberry bushes in the backyard, but the kids tend to pick them before we can actually like get them off, wash them, and like make something with them. Like, you know, like some blueberry cobbler or something. That sounds amazing. Felicia says, try living next to Iams and the cicadas. Ooh, I bet they're loud there for sure. I still have voices over the music? That's what Mel keeps saying. I don't see anything, Mel, so I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I apologize. I'll go back, and I'll just shut everything down today, and we'll relaunch, hopefully kind of fine-tuning everything tomorrow. So I apologize, but thanks for sticking with me. There's a voice in the background. Maybe a radio? Is that still there? Oh, that was the website. I shut that down. All right, let's see. Katrina says, yeah, they don't teach that anymore. Cody says, 100% agree. School needs to teach more kids about life skills instead of useless nonsense that we'll never use. Like we were talking yesterday, like the Pythagorean theorem. Like, when have I ever used that ever again? Let's teach some, if we taught these kids like life skills, I think they would come. Sure, we've got to teach the basics. Yeah, you got to know your math. You got to learn how to write. You got to learn how to spell. You got to learn, all those things. Totally get that. But some of the stuff, nonsense. And I feel like they just have to teach for the TCAPs, because if the teachers, and nothing against the teachers at all, by no means, and nothing against the state and stuff, this is just where we are in time, and I'm just talking, but I feel like if we just would do other things and not teach, if the kids don't do well at TCAPs, then the teachers are on, the chopping block. And they have a lot of kids to deal with. I mean, amen to all the teachers out there who deal with these kids every day, deal with the school systems, deal with the state, and not get paid what they should be getting paid. I think that's the other side of the story. I think teachers should be paid a heck of a lot more than what they're paid. It just doesn't make sense to me. They're literally training humans to get into society, and yet we pay millions of dollars for entertainment. Kind of bass backwards, isn't it? Oh, well, nothing we can do about that. Betty does not have any landlines, nor does Debbie. Mel just disconnected hers this past year. Scott doesn't have any landlines. Let's see, who else? You still have an old POTS line. What's a POTS line? Scott, that's not a bad idea. Scott goes, well, but it's worth having a separate number to give to all the telemarketers. Doesn't matter. We're still getting telemarketers on our cell phones now, which I think is obscene. I don't think telemarketers should be calling us. I don't think we should be getting junk mail. And I think that kids should learn more life skills in our school systems. I hate junk mail. absolutely despise it. It's 2024. We have technology. Figure it out a different way. I'd rather get junk mail on my phone than junk mail where we just we fill up these landfills. I was watching a movie last night. It's called Wasteful or something like that, like on Hulu or Netflix or whatever. As we were going off to bed, it was just about our food system. It was Anthony Bourdain, and it was just really talking about how wasteful we are. We're overproducing food in our world. We're throwing 90% of that away in the United States. 90% of the food that we purchase in the United States, I think it was, is thrown away. So we have an overproduction of food in our country and across the world, yet we have hunger all over the world. There's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better way. But I think we're too far down the rabbit hole. I don't know. Pat's got rid of her landlines a long time ago. Mel says these kids definitely need those kind of classes. I couldn't agree more. Kimberly says the kids should learn more. Well, they're learning more every day, Kimberly. But I agree with you. I do. I just think that they should learn more about life because, I learned how to balance a checkbook. But if you don't take those courses through high school or college, like business courses, finance courses, which I never did, then you're kind of SOL on that one, aren't you? Katrina says, kids don't know how to tell time and count money. It's very sad. And it is very sad. And yes, we've got cell phones. Yes, they've got calculators. They have the time on it all the time. And yes, we can use them to count money. But I think they need to understand the value of a dollar, not just to be able to count it, but the value of a dollar. But with credit cards, there's no value to a dollar. There's no personal connection to that dollar amount. You know what I mean? All right, let's try to catch up. I'm behind on the chat. Yeah, Chris says, remember learning how to balance a checkbook, write checks until you have no more money? And if you didn't, what would happen? Right, well, you'd bounce a check, and then you'd start paying $25 here, $25 there, $25 here. Next thing you know, you're $500 in the hole because of $25 service fees for bouncing checks. Happened to me back in college. Had to call mom and dad and said, I screwed up. My dad was a huge checkbook balancer. Now, nowadays, I actually had to pay something the other day, and they needed the check. I don't have any checks. And then I went to the bank, and they were going to charge me like $80 for like 1,000 checks. I was like, I don't need 1,000 checks. I just need like one checkbook. One checkbook that will last me forever. Well, we can't do that, sir. That's true, Scott. Scott says email has become the new junk mail. True. It is very true. And my brother-in-law told me something the other day, taught me something that if you go to like when you, I'm trying to think how he said it. So like, and I've not tried this yet, but if you put your name, put a plus sign, and then your email address, it's not technically an email. And so you won't get those telemarketers emailing your email. You'll get the messages back from them, but if you put your name and a plus sign and then the email, you won't get telemarketers, apparently. Somebody search that. I've not searched it yet, but my brother-in-law was telling me about that the other day. Oh, Tom says, Potts, plain old telephone system. Gotcha, Tom. Oh, man. Yeah, you can get an alias email for sure. Some use plus, some use dashes. Gotcha, Scott. Chris says, my Yahoo email, Yahoo, whatever you want to call it, Yahoo email, will not delete emails. I have over 4,000 emails. You have over 4,000? I think I have like over 35,000 in my Gmail account. Like, there's no way. Every once in a while, I'll get crazy and be like, okay, let's just this, and then you search that one message, and then you just go and delete all of them coming from that company. And then every once in a while, you got to go through and you got to unsubscribe from everything so you don't keep getting those junk mails. It's like, gosh, what a hassle. But I'd rather do that than getting a stack of junk mail every single day that goes straight into the trash can. Straight into the trash can. Doesn't seem, it just don't seem right, does it, my friends? Let's take it back outside, show you that Fox Road. Okay, the moon has set, but what a glorious start today. Look at that. Isn't that so nice? Love that little cove over by Concord Marina, Fox Road Marina. It's amazing. Downtown Gatlinburg's got lots of sunshine out there and beautiful view from the East Tennessee weather camera. Can't go wrong with that kind of a morning. All right, my friends. We are going to wrap things up here. Oh, hopefully you can hear the music a little bit. See if we can. Well, we got that working for us. Finally, something's working. Jeez, my goodness. Trying to learn a new program and everything like that. Hey, don't forget that this morning's Wake Up with Witcher was sponsored by East Tennessee Renovations. If you're looking for a renovation today, give my friends a call at 865-233-3657 or visit them online at easttnrenovations.com. Pam, her crew, her husband, they are amazing. Bathrooms and kitchens and back patios and decks. And they'll give you a free estimate. Just give them a call today at 865-233-3657. That's 865-233-3657. They're amazing people as well, by the way. And they're all local, all the time. All right, the music's cued. We're going to wrap things up. It's now 7:32. Remember, we do have that little bit of a slowdown showing up on Interstate 40. Right there at Gallagher View Road on the westbound lanes. The left lane is blocked if you're going to be traveling in that area here this morning. But we sure hope you have a great day. I'm going to try to figure out this chat, why the chat's not working, try to get all this platform all situated throughout the day today. But enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the sunny and 75, like almost the picture perfect day. Send you back to the 24-hour Weather Channel. We sure hope you have a great day. See you back here tomorrow.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Have a great day, everybody. We're tracking a storm system that's moving its way into the West Coast, eventually into the Rockies. That's going to produce severe weather across the Great Plains 3 days in a row. But the good news is it really doesn't affect us a whole lot. It will throw a warm front into our area by tomorrow. So we do have a risk for severe weather as this low pressure develops along the eastern side of the Rockies across the Great Plains throughout the day today. Tomorrow it shifts its way just to the west of the Mississippi River Valley from the upper Midwest down to the Mid-South. And that warm front's going to be pushing its way into our area, helping to bring us a few scattered showers tomorrow. But that level 1, 2, and 3 risk continues today. tomorrow, and even as we get into our Saturday and Sunday time frame. But notice it's 2 hour west, not here locally. No severe weather threat and not a ton of rain, actually. Friday, we're only going to about 20-30% chance for some scattered showers. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we're going to be on the dry side. We'll ramp up those rain chances on Tuesday. Right now, I'm starting at a 40% chance. Tuesday looks likely that we'll get a pretty good shot of some wetter weather. And then as we head into the weekend, look at this. A big old ridge of high pressure in our jet stream dominates the weather pattern, and that's what's going to help to warm us up as we head into the upcoming weekend. Wait till you see these weekend temperatures. It's going to be amazing. So to recap those weather headlines, warmer with increasing high-level clouds today. Warm front tomorrow brings us some scattered showers. Warmer with more sunshine on into our weekend, and Sunday more so I should say. And then next Tuesday, another cold front will bring us another shot for some scattered rain chances. So the forecast for the day today, we start off a bit on the cooler side. We'll need those light jackets. We'll work our way into the mid to upper 60s by lunchtime. And our goal today is going to be sunny and 75. I mean, it's going to be amazing for sure. So hopefully you have a chance to get out and enjoy the sunshine today. And that's going to make for a nice evening. So if you can't because you're working, you don't have time to go grab lunch with a coworker, spouse, friend, family member, well, guess what? The evening's going to be fantastic as well. Nice little after dinner walk. Temperatures will be right around 70 by 8 o'clock tonight. So those high clouds will increase across the area. Here comes our frontal boundary, our warm front, not a cold front, a warm front. So it lifts its way from south to north, and that's going to spark off some scattered light rain showers. Again, it does not look like it's going to be a huge rainmaker. I think it looks more impressive on the Futurecast than what we'll actually see, because when you actually look at the rainfall totals, maybe about a quarter of an inch of rainfall at most for some of us. But I don't necessarily know that it's going to be a total washout. We'll keep you posted on that and see how this all plays out as we head through the day tomorrow. Other than that, as we look ahead, we're going to see those morning low temperatures start off Friday morning into the 40s and 50s. Why? Because we have the clouds, so it's going to be a little bit warmer than what it currently is here this morning. Our temperature trend on Friday, we're going to climb right back into the mid-70s, so it's going to be a nice Friday. Winds are going to be increasing on Friday out of the south, and so it's going to be a little breezy and gusty along with those scattered showers. But highlighting that weekend, more clouds on Saturday than Sunday, warmer on Sunday than Saturday, but either way you slice it and dice it, we're talking temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s, and that trend continues as we get into our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. We'll stay in the low 80s with morning lows hovering right there above average in the 50s and the 60s. So a solid weather pattern is on the way. And guess what? This actually may stick with us all the way through the month of May, into the month of May. For maybe the first week to 2 weeks of May, we may be trending above average. If you've not downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app, you should definitely do so. It's 100% free. It's everything you need for East Tennessee weather, and it travels wherever you go. So go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search EastTN Weather, all one word. Have a great day.